Hello everyone, so this is part 2 of my WPL D54 conversion to an off-roader, and in the previous video I was converting the suspension, and here I want to address one of the biggest issues that we have here is the control and the engine itself, because it's very underpowered. The gearbox here is designed for the drifting, not for off-roading. So my plan is to actually replace this engine with gearbox to the one from originally from C54, which was not great at all, but still it's way better than this one. And the goal is not only to replace to this one, but like this, I have this one right now, and I will replace to something different, maybe to 370 later on. But I want this gearbox now, and I also want to see if it's possible or no, and how it will work. Basically, this I think will fit here very well. We have this central shaft, which I will connect to this one, and let's see how it will go. I already see one issue, that in this gearbox the rear and the front are counter-rotating, while here it's not, so probably I will need to adjust the rear axle as well, but let's see how it will go. Okay, so I have made a lot of changes here, a lot of cuts actually. One of the biggest things is that I cut part of this gearbox, like shaft part, the shaft connection, this, and I put it here just to cut in order so that I can later on connect my shaft. This gearbox is basically just fitting here, but by its own, like the size is perfect. Of course it needs to be tightened, but even without this it fits perfectly. But I had to cut a lot of plastic here. I even had to cut the place for the switch. I didn't throw it away, like maybe I will put it somewhere from the other side where I have space later on. Yeah, so that's it. I will try to maybe assemble this, connect the engine. I don't have the other shaft right now. It's, I think, like there's something shorter needed than what I have. I have big one from the MN. Yeah, but I will order that one, or maybe I will try to switch DC. I will need to see if the rear fits, and then maybe I can fit the MN ones to the rear. I will see. But yeah, I want to run this to see like how it's working. So I'm thinking to actually connect the front instead of the rear, because I have this kind of situation here where like this can easily go out, and I already had to put it on display several times. So I'm thinking that if I make it a bit tight with the shaft, then it will not pop up again. So I'm going to fix it on the front, and yeah, Toyota is actually front-wheel drive by default in the modern versions, so let's just have it front-wheel drive for now. Okay, now that I have connected the shaft, actually you can see that it don't have more space, like it will wiggle just like this. So I will connect now the engine. So here we go, I assembled it finally. What I did, actually I cut some part of plastic from here, and just extended a bit wiring, basically connected the engine with the existing wiring. Yeah, I have figured out this kind of custom connection parts, which is connecting the top one connecting to the original connection part of this gearbox, and for the bottom I just made the screw directly there, the same here. I cut off the switch because it was there and it was kind of hitting the engine, and I used the rear axle for the front. I cut like around this much, and I will use something else for the rear, it's easier. And here we go, it's working and it's actually pretty smooth. Actually the slow control is pretty good for now. Of course, like it's not 370 engine, still it's decent, it's way better than it was before. And as you can see, I also like moved the battery to the rear for the better weight distribution, and also for because we didn't have much space on under the hood. It has a place there, so it's better to have it there. So let me now assemble the body to see if we have any problems there. I assume we will have. Probably we will need to cut off some things there, but let's see. So I have finally finished the cutting of the body. So it's actually, well, I cut a lot of things, but the good thing is like it's not visible a lot. So I cut some parts of here, here, and now I'm going to assemble the body. And I think I need to cut also these parts here because it will take a place for the battery. I will quickly do that and start to assemble. So here it is. Basically it fits very well. I have the wire going through here to the back. It was a bit hard, let's say, to put the battery inside because it's tight, but it's doable. So yeah, I think we lost a bit of weight from the front, so articulation became a bit bad here. But overall I'm very happy. Move the switch under the hood. Here it is. Let's turn it on and see how it's going. So my front differential is still not working properly. So yeah, we will have a lot of trouble here to clamp. It's a front wheel drive now. So yeah, we stuck, but okay, we're free. But like, you know, it's possible now to control the car in a way slower speed. And I believe this engine together with the gearbox is way more powerful. Okay, so we are at the same spot. It's a bit windy today, but let's see what we can do here. I don't expect to gain anything because we are just two-wheel drive. And okay, we already stuck. Let's try to increase the steering angle. Okay, let's try different line. No? Okay, so it's not going anywhere. A bit of speed, yeah, okay, we move forward. stuck again. Come on. I'm wondering if this wheel spins as well. Yeah, it is. So we just don't have enough grip here. Okay, we made it. Yeah, it's windy today. Hopefully you can hear me well. Yeah, it seems like I cannot go anywhere beside of the straight line. So with these tires, two-wheel drive actually do nothing. So we cannot clamp even this kind of small obstacle. There is no enough grip and the rear wheels are not helping, so it's a bit sad situation. Okay, with some speed we passed it, but yeah, it's really not fun to drive like this. So we're basically stuck on every little obstacle. The wheel starting to spin freely. There is a lot of load on the rear and the grip is not enough to climb anywhere. We need a better tires for this. So we cannot go there. Let's see if we can go even here. Yeah, okay, we made it a bit. So like for a normal 4x4 wheel drive, there is absolutely no obstacle, but I doubt that it will not go with the up there. Well, okay, we made it. Almost. So there is a rock in front of the rear wheel, which is basically stopping. And if we could have a four-wheel drive, then we could move forward. We need the speed here to pass it. Okay. What about this one? Wow, we already started. A bit. Okay, so there is no point to continue this. We need to connect the rear wheels. So that's it for now. In the next video we are going to connect the rear shaft. There is a rear open differential that I need to replace from this axle, and there I received the front differential as well that I need to check and replace as well if I can. There is some missing shafts, but I need to see if I can unscrew it. I think I will add another leaf here because it's sitting a bit lower. Well, maybe now it's okay, but you know, under the load it's going inside very easily, and in real life we'll have a bit more hardcore, let's say. And I will add one more leaf there, and I need also to reverse the motor because it's working in the opposite way now. Thank you for being so long. Don't forget to subscribe for the future videos, and please like the video as well, that helps a lot, and see you soon.